morning, good morning. What's happening, my drivers out there? This Driver X here, back at you with a video. And just wanted to share with you my typical day at US Xpress, pulling Walmart freight out of Robert, Louisiana, distribution center in Robert, Louisiana. Before I get started, I want to ask for all y'all help. If you could subscribe to my channel, so I can get 50, trying to get 50 subscribers, so I can open up my live, and that way I can show you live my typical day, what goes on over here at US Xpress, going down these roads. So back to the video. Yeah, usually my typical day when I get in, like I said, I'm in Robert, Louisiana, so I get my truck assigned. It's a slip seat truck, so you get different truck every day, and I get my truck assigned to me, check it out, and get my paperwork assigned to me. My paperwork let me know what stores I'm going to, and you know what I'm gonna do for the day, and it assigns me a trailer that's already loaded. This freight here is no touch freight that we have. US Xpress got a dedicated account with Walmart, and they have an office, and the trucks in the office is on the same yard as the distribution center. It's inside the distribution center, so you got to go through the gate to get to the US Xpress office. But they got an office trailer on a yard, you know, right near to the parking lot. And we get our paperwork. They assign us a trailer. Trailer's already loaded. The yard trucks usually them pulled it out the door from off of the warehouse and set it to the side, put it on the line, and it's waiting for you to hook up. So get the trailer number, find out the trailer, grab the trailer, hook to it, you know, do all your pre-trips and fuel it up. If it's a reefer trailer, we pull reefers or we pull dries out of that, but this is only a grocery distribution. So it's either reefer or dry that we pull it. We don't pull general merchandise out of this distribution center, which is all the toys and all the stuff that's non-grocery, that's general merchandise. We pull grocery. We pull frozen dairy on one trailer, and we pull meat and produce on the other trailer. That's reefer trailers. Your dry goods is all your dry groceries, flour, sugar, stuff like that, bread and whatever. So when once we get assigned our trailer, we hook to it, and then we make sure everything right, and we get out the gate, and we get on down the road. We deliver, you know, to stores. I'm a local driver, so we got the local account. So however far we can go and get back within 14 hours for your clock, your EDL clock, is how far we go. So I've been as far as WalMart, Texas. I've been as far as Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and everywhere in between. I've been as far north as Jackson, Mississippi, up there, Meridian, Pearl, Mississippi, up there, Madison, up that way, and then all southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and southern Alabama, all of that. We all in that area. So we deliver to all the Walmart stores. We only pull Walmart freight and Walmart trailers. That's all we pull. So, and we only serve some Walmart stores over here at US Xpress. It's just that one account that we deal with. So once we get on down the road, we find out, we working our tablets, finding out, putting the information in, finding out what stores we have to go to deliver to. Our tablets are it's got navigation on it, and then tell us what store to go to, what stop. It has fuel stops on there and everything. But usually we get to a store. You know, if we get a reefer trailer, some reefer trailers, some stores like in New Orleans, big stores, big super centers, they might take the whole trailer. Some trailers have 2 stops on them. Some trailers have 3 stops. That means we have 3 different store stops in that trailer. And the reefer trailer, which we most pull, reefer, there's 2 different reefers that we pull. We might pull a frozen and dairy reefer, meaning there's only frozen goods and dairy in that trailer, and it's divided by dividers. You got 3 partitions in that to section off frozen from dairy. And then we might have another trailer. It might be meat and produce. It'll be meat and produce. And they got 3 dividers in that trailer. And it'll separate the meat from the produce because all those have different temperatures in it. So, so that's how we do it. So if we get mostly frozen and dairy is mostly what I pull. Usually frozen is in the middle section, and the dairy is is in the nose and at the door. Usually that's how it could be different variations for different stores depending on what different stores ordered what. It could be, that's usually how they have it sectioned off in the trailer though. And so once we get on down the road, we go service these stores. If it's 3 store stop, it'll be in the same area. Like, we might go to Morgan City, Home, or Thibodeau, or we might go to Gulfport, 2-3 stores in Gulfport, Alabama, right in that same area. Or we might go 2-3 stores in North Louisiana, North Mississippi. It'll be in the same area. Or we might take a whole trailer to one store, one super center usually. We go to super centers, we go to neighborhood, Walmart's, and we go to Sam's too. We service all those locations. And once we get to the location, we back into the door, go into the store, get the receiving manager, get them to come unlock the door. They come unlock the door. Usually the associates, they unload the trailer. That's the rules and regulations. That's their job to unload the trailers. We help pulling off stickers. You want to be helpful when you get to the store any way you can, But just be careful not to get in their way. If they got it, they got it. They ask you for help. Usually they may ask you, hey, you're pulling stickers off for me? Yeah, sure, do whatever you need, But, just be mindful. That's their store and that's the way they want to do things. Let them do it like that, Try not to get in the way. Just try to be helpful, And that's the way they like to do it, So, but we get it done. I ain't never had no problem. Everybody always nice, and it's a good gig. It's no touch freight, so that means you really don't touch the pallets. You don't unload the trailer. It's not your job. Like I said, it's the associate's job to do that, and they get it done. They get in there. They get 4 or 5 of them off the floor, and they get in there. They start pulling them pallets off of that. And one thing you got to make sure that they get the right pallet, And there's a load map on your tablet, and you just go by the load map, and they got stickers on each pallet to say what store it's for. I done had times where we associate done left a pallet on there, then I went to the other store. The other store, they said, it's not my pallet. I got to go back to that store. That was in the very beginning, but usually I pay very close attention now to what pallet's on there, because the people in the warehouse that's loading the pallet, sometimes they make mistakes. They might mix up a pallet or put the wrong sticker on the pallet, so you just got to be very careful. That way you won't have to go back, and just have patience, take your time, and see what pallet is for what store, And another thing you have to watch out too for is when they pulling pallets off, you might have, let's say you got 6 pallets. When you open the door, you got 6 pallets, and then you got the divider that's down, and that's dairy. So only 3 pallets might be for the first stop. Then you have to pull the other 3 pallets off of that, but that's for another store. But you have to open them doors to get to the frozen. So that store, that first stop, can get their frozen. They might have 2 or 3 pallets of frozen on that. So then they got to pull that out, and then you got to put the dairy that you pulled off of the truck, you got to put it back on, because it's for the next stop. and I done had times where they forgot to put it back on. So you got to be careful of that. Just pay attention, stay off your phone, pay attention to what's going on with the pallets, because you don't want to have to go back to that stop. That just eat into your time, you know, and it's very frustrating. But it's a good gig. It's, you know, any type of no touch freight like that, especially with these stores. I've done over the road pulling. I pull a reefer for Stevens Transport out in Dallas, Texas, and I pull a box trailer for HMD out there in Chicago. Good company. Both of them is excellent companies. Good companies. But what I didn't like is getting to the shipper or getting to the receiver and sitting there for 2-3 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, waiting to get loaded, waiting to get unloaded. Oh man, that's very demoralizing to me. I didn't like that at all. So the good thing about this gig right here, usually these stores, I don't know how Kroger work or Target or all these other stores. I don't know how they work, but Walmart is very good about when you back into the door, that the computer tells the store, hey, you got a truck here. It comes up on their handheld device. And then they know to start coming unload you. So you might be there 10, 20. I done had times when I get to the door, they got the door open. They ready to go. They ready to unload. You know, some stores are different. They take a little while before they be busy. You know, you got to be patient. But you know, I never had to wait over an hour to get unloaded. You know, so that's what I like. They get on the job, they get it unloaded, and they get you going down the road. That's how you make the money. You know, or that's how, you know, I like it, because I don't like waiting. It just kills, it just demoralizes me. You know, it just frustrates my whole day. Yeah. Once we make them 3 stops, you know, we get paid $20 for each stop, and then we get paid for mileage. So you know, 3 stops, you know, you get to the second stop, do the same thing, get to the third stop, do the same thing. Yeah, that's how we do it, getting down the road. And you want to be mindful. Another thing I had on my mind too, I want to, you know, in trucking, any type of trucking, you want to be mindful of your idle. Just sit in the truck, sitting there letting it idle is not good. You don't want to, you know, you want to be mindful of that. Sometimes you have to idle, build up pressure in the truck or whatever. But just letting it idle just to idle, nah, you want to shut your truck off. You want to be conservative of, you know, of your fuel, and you want to, you know, you want to be, you know, you want to watch out for those things, because, you know, the company looks at that. They got charts and stuff that they look at, and they can tell, you know, how long you've been out. And US Xpress, they not, you know, I've left it idle when I first got there, but I'm being more mindful that I'm going along, try not to idle. But they hadn't told me anything about not idling. I just want to, you know, as a good driver, I want to try to not idle. That's one of the things I want to, you know, I want to be big on. I want to try to do the right way. So, yeah, drivers, I see we coming up on the end of the video. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you tuning in. It helps out the channel. Like I say, subscribe, please, and because I want to help out, you know, the younger ones in my neighborhood, and, you know, even that's not in my hood. Anybody that needs help, that want to get into trucking, I want to try to help. So I want y'all to have a good day, and peace out. This is Driver X.